Hello everyone, Vito's A30 here back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at the game of Rank, which I happened to get on Amazon quite some time ago now. Got some nice foil on the box. This is from Blue Wasatch Games, hope I pronounced it correctly. And it is, and there's the name, if you're wondering, bluewasatch.com. Link will be in the description. This is it's their version of a ladder climbing game, basically their version of a game like T2 or Haggis as an example. And you get a number of different things in the game. We'll put this aside. It's a very nice, solid box, by the way, I will say. You get a bunch of just numbered cards up to 12, from 1 to 12. And you can see, you also get a bunch of these royal token cards. And in order to win the game, you need to collect 5 tokens. They're double-sided, by the way, which means you need to win 5 rounds. And actually, you don't necessarily need to win a round. You need to come out first. You need to finish first or second in order to win a token. I'll explain that in a bit. You also get these character cards. There's a king who does get a benefit. The king will go to whoever. I mean, at first, when you start up the game, you're going to shuffle these up and deal them out randomly. And there's no benefits in the first round. But after the first round, as I just get rid of all the cards immediately, throw them on the ground. Fantastic job, DJ. I apologize about that. Just get rid of them. We don't need them. After the first round, whoever goes out first is going to become the king. They're going to get this card, and they're going to get one benefit. Either they get to steal the highest numbered card from the beggar, which is going to be the loser of the round, by the way, or they simply get to start the next round. And whoever wins becomes the king is going to get 2 tokens right off the bat. So really, you only need to win a couple of rounds, or do really well a couple of rounds, and you can win the game. Fender is the queen. No special benefits. However, whoever goes out second becomes the queen, and they get 1 royal token. And then the next cards is going to depend on how many players. At minimum, you're going to have a beggar, and if requested, they have to give the king 1 card, and I believe it has to be a good card, if I recall correctly. And that's going to go to the loser, whoever is last. There's also free knight cards, which are going to be for extra players. So if you have 4 players, you add a knight. 5 players, 2 knights. If you have 6, 3 knights. It's 3 to 6 players. We'll just do a 3-player game. Or maybe we'll do a 4-player game. We'll throw a knight in there. On the back of the cards is a pass, because as you're going around the game, if you don't want to play any cards, even if you can't play a card, or maybe you just cannot play a card, you can pass. And then you're out for the rest of the round. And then once everyone but 1 player has passed, the round ends, and whoever was the last player, they won that round, and they get to start the next round. Again, you're going to keep playing until somebody has played out all the cards. And you're going to keep playing out. You're going to keep playing the cards. Once somebody has played out all the cards in their hand, they become the king. And then you're going to keep going until somebody else has gone out. They're going to become the queen. And then if it's 3 players, the last person is going to be a beggar. If it's more than that, you're going to keep going until just 1 person has cards left. They become the beggar. Others become the knights. And you know what? I'm going to leave the knights out of the equation for now. So it's an interesting way to choose who's going to be the start player. Now there's some additional special cards in the game. There's the wild card, which can just be any number, obviously. You got the rank up and the rank down. The rank up, let's say I play a 7 and I play the rank up. This now makes this an 8. This will always increase the value by 1 of this card. If I played a pair of 7s, it will do the same thing. Or a pair of whatever. I don't have a pair of 7s. We'll just, go with it. Rank down is kind of the opposite. If I play this with a 7, it's going to drop it down to a 6. Obviously, ranking up is a good, idea to try to play a higher card. I'm not sure exactly why you would want to rank down. But, sure. Like, I'm not exactly sure the point of the rank down. Then there is the crown. A crown, when played, will immediately win the round, and that player will get to start the next round, even if multiple cards are required. Let's say we're, we got pairs going on here. All you need to do is play one crown card and you win the round. Doesn't matter how many cards are being played. And then there is the crown +2, which works the same way, except after playing and after winning the round, you're going to draw 2 cards and have to hand out. Ideally, you don't want to save these for the end because you don't want to draw 2 low value cards towards the end of the game. But it is what it is. And there's a few of each in the game, not many. So we're going to deal these out, see who is the king. That guy's a beggar. Yes, I am the king. We always knew I was the king, right? King of cards, now the king of card games. Anyway. So you can play, I'm going to deal out the cards here and we'll get started. There's 120 cards total, by the way, 7 of each number, 1 through 12. 2 of the crown cards, 2 crown plus draw 2. 3 of the rank up, 3 rank down, 4 wild cards, 6 character cards, 60 world tokens, and a partridge in a pear tree. Now, I should mention, if the king decides he's going to steal a card from the beggar, then he does not get to go first. The king has 2 benefits. 1, he can choose to play first and start the round. 2, he can steal a card from the beggar. And if he steals a card from the beggar, he must give one back. Ideally, the beggar has to give up the highest numbered card he has. The king has to give whatever card they want. Ideally, they probably give a low card. If the king decides to steal a card instead of going first, then the queen will go first. In this case, because it's the first round, I'm the king, I get to go first, and there's no stealing or anything like that. Because it's just the first round. There's no benefit in the first round. So, let's see how many cards I need to deal out. I don't remember. Nope. $15 cards. You're going to deal out 15 cards one at a time to each player. I'm going to speed it up and deal 3 to each player at a time. But it's one at a time that you want to deal, as is the case with most card games. That's 15 cards each. I'll put this off to the side, I suppose. And we will get started. Now you can play any single card or a set of cards, like, for instance, 3 5s or 2 4s. But they have to be equal value. You cannot play runs in this game, it's just sets. And let me see here. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to look at my hand here. I got a couple of rake ups. I got some 4s, 7. I got a bunch of 4s actually. Tens. I got a crown card. Oh my god, I got everything apparently. Let me just verify something else as well. It doesn't specify, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to play 4 4s. It doesn't specify that there is a limit to how many of a kind you can play at once. So now my opponent here is going to look at his cards, and they need to play 4 of a kind, or they have to pass, or they can play, you know, a rank card or a crown card. This player does not have 4 of a kind. They could play a crown card. So they're going to do that. And they immediately win the round. I'll discard these. Actually, we're just going to play them into one pile, one discard pile. And they're going to draw 2 cards. And they're going to go. Now they're going to play, let's say, 2 frees. There comes his player. He's hoping to beat that. He has to beat that, theoretically. And he's got 3 5s. He's going to play 2 6s. Now it comes to me. I'm going to play 2 7s. Let's take a queen over here. He will play 2 12s. This player does not have anything he can do with that because it's the highest card. So he's going to pass. And you know what? I'm going to crown it. And I'm going to win it. So now I get to go again. And I'm going to play, let's say I play a 3 with a rank up. That means that's a 4. It's just a single card. So the queen is going to go. He needs to play a single card higher than 4. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of options. So she is going to pass. She's going to pass. I have to flip this one over. Maybe it's not an ideal situation, but she passes. This guy says, you know what, I'm going to play an 8. And screw it, I'm going to play a crown. And now I'm going to play this as a pair of 2s. Wild card and a 2. This guy plays a pair of 4s. A queen. Pair of, well, pair of 7s. The wild card. To me, I'm going to play a pair of 10s with a rank up, making that an 11. And I go out, so I hold on to my king, and I'm going to get 2 tokens. And now we're going to continue. That's now a pair of 11s, and the queen passes. And this guy is also going to pass. So now the queen is going to go, because she's next here in order, obviously. And she's going to play 3 2s. This guy looks at his hand. He says, you know what, I'm going to play 3 5s. Goes back to the queen. She says, pass. Means this guy is going to continue. He wins the round. 2 11s. The queen has to pass. Well, technically she doesn't have to pass. She can play this. Running down 2 7s. So now she's making that 2 6s. Pair of 6s. So this guy, he has to pass because he cannot play. And, well, the queen is going to just play a pair of 1s to start the next round. The beggar cannot play pairs, so he's screwed. And the queen goes out. So he had to pass. So the game this round has ended. The guy who still had cards left is the beggar, so he stays as the beggar. I am still the king, and C, the queen gets a royal token. Now we're going to deal out the cards again for the second round. And this is where some changes come into play. So everyone gets their 15 cards again. You can see it's a ladder climbing game. Again, I'm the king. Now in the second round, I get to choose if I'm going to start or do I want to steal. And I look at my hand and say, you know what? I got multiple ones. I got, you know what? I want to steal. I'm going to give him this 5, the beggar. And he's going to give me his highest valued card, which I guess is the wild card. And he gets a 5. And we're going to go through the whole spiel again. In this case, because I stole from the beggar. Beggars can't be choosers. Because I stole, the queen gets to start this round. Had I not stolen, I would start the round as the king. They're going to go around. And then, again, whoever has cards left at the end is going to be the beggar. First person to go out becomes the king. Maybe this time the beggar becomes the king. Maybe I become the queen. This guy becomes the beggar. So that happens. He would get 2 tokens. I would get another one. And you're going to keep playing until one person has 5 tokens. Pretty cool little game. Pretty simple concept. Very similar, like I said, to Teach-U and other ladder climbing games that I have covered on my channel at this point. And there will be more to come in the future, I'm sure. The only one thing I would say is I wish it was for actual tokens instead of just cards, but it's fine the way it is. Hell, if you want, you can cut those out and make tokens, but I'm not going to do that. That is that. Pretty nice game. Pretty nice artwork. Some people I know, I've seen reviews, would rather play Teach-U. That is up to you. Pretty good quality cards as well. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching. I think that's everything. Yeah, we'll see you.